Rumble.
Ready to rumble.
You ready to rumble?
I'm so ready to rumble. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
I'm Syd.
And I am Macky. And
you're on our channel.
We're on our channel, and you're watching our channel. Today, as you can see, we are back in the van.
Back to that van life,
Oh,
bro.
so excited.
We're also in New Mexico again.
And if you're like, what?
Yeah.
New Mexico?
Yeah, if you've been following the channel, you know we just finished an epic race in South America. And I think we need to rewind a little bit. What do you think?
Yep. We left Chile less than 24 hours after finishing Andes Pacifico. It was crazy.
It was a really fast turnaround. We were exhausted. So we made the decision not to vlog on this trip. I honestly don't know if we could have handled it. We probably would have lost the camera. Luckily, our new friend Jose, who was our driver during the race, took us directly to the airport and minimized the amount of trouble we could get ourselves into. Yeah. We had a pretty uneventful flight. The one thing that did happen is when you go through customs, you get all of your checked luggage back and then you recheck it after customs. I had the whole cart with all of our luggage and I gave it all to the guy to recheck, including our carry-on luggage. Carry-on luggage doesn't have tags. Yeah. So we were like, okay, the good part is that probably they'll be like, look, this bag doesn't have a tag. Right, we didn't notice this for like 40 minutes. The bad part is if it had just had a tag, they could have scanned it and just put it on the airplane and it would have showed up. So Syd went through security. I ran back down into the bowels of the airport. Not actually, it would have been cool. But like I went and talked to them and they like walkie-talkie to the people on the thing and then they were like, we found it and we're gonna send it up, and then I'm waiting and I like sprinted back through security and then we made it. Yeah, we almost missed our flight again, which as you know from the vlogs, we missed a flight on our way to Chile. So but we didn't. We are disaster prone when traveling. We arrived back in Ohio to my parents' house, which as you know was where we were before we went to Chile. That's where the van was parked. We were so tired, we slept for what felt like 3 days straight. We were sleeping 11 hours a night, and then the time that we were awake, we were editing videos. I assume you guys have checked out our 3 Andes Pacifico race videos. If you haven't, you should. We honestly believe they are our best videos to date. We were planning on leaving back to New Mexico just 5 days after getting back to Ohio, but then this happened. And we decided, you know what? Maybe driving for 2 days back to 30 inches of snow is not the best idea ever. So we decided to stay in Ohio for about another 5 days. Luckily, my parents were really cool about this. They have been awesome. Thanks, Jim and Ellen. Yeah, shout out to Mom and Dad. Awesome for hosting us and taking care of us when we were really tired. Because we delayed our departure, we were able to get back into training a little bit after the recovery from Andes Pacifico. Yeah, that was really nice. Then we hopped in the van and basically drove as non-stop as we could for 2 days to get back to New Mexico. So here we are, thinking, oh, it'll just be a really straightforward, easy drive across the country. And then we drove into a snowstorm. So hopefully... It's a pretty minor snowstorm. It's pretty minor at the moment, and hopefully it will stay minor. But in the meantime, Syd is making us amazing sandwiches. What do we have on these delicious looking sandwiches? Turkey, avocado, tomato, pesto.
Fancy mustard?
Fancy mustard and hummus.
Ooh,
is that extra to
dang.
have pesto and hummus?
No way, that's amazing. That's how all sandwiches should be.
Do you want some of the free cheese?
Oh yeah, free cheese. We got free cheese, guys. Basically, I got sliced turkey. And then she's like, do you want anything else? And I was like, nope, that's good, thanks. And she's like, do you want some cheese? It's free. And I was like, yeah, it's free cheese. And so we got free cheese.
Welcome to van life as a YouTuber. Macky's uploading videos holding all of the food while I rearrange all the stuff in the back here because I had to put the table away to put away the food.
And it's snowing outside.
Living in a van is like, you're always on top of everything. But this is usually not this bad. It's just this bad because we're taking all of the stuff across the country. I swear it's really not usually like this. Actually, it's totally usually like this. Let's look at this amazing sandwich. What do you think? Could you eat it?
I'm already eating it.
Macky's already eating it. Been making pretty good time. Snowstorm. I think we like ducked under it. We looked on the radar and it was like going across farther north. So now we're out of the snow. We made pretty good time. We're somewhere outside of Kansas City and stopping
on the eastern side of Kansas City.
Yeah, we're still on the eastern side of Kansas City. And we are stopping to eat some food, which is the best part about having a van is that you have cutting boards and can really easily make some amazing food out of leftovers, which sort of did some kind of meal prep going on here. I got some chicken, sweet potato, brown rice, spinach, and pesto all in a bowl.
Chicken and sweet potato over pesto rice on a bed of spinachis.
I should always let you do the food.
I have to do the food description.
Yeah. We're just obsessed with this pesto that my parents get at Costco. And they went to Costco right before we left, so they bought us a jar of it. And it's like the best. It's so much better than like
the best.
The stuff in jars at most grocery stores in the US, which is crap. Dinner in the van. Pretty delicious. And nutritious.
And I still haven't come up with a third thing that rhymes with "icious."
I just got it.
What?
Expeditious.
Oh, well done! Well done!
Delicious, nutritious, expeditious. So this is where we were going to go to camp. I don't know if you can tell, this is a really deep mud.
Yeah, we drove like 50 feet onto it.
And it's just like a road that goes straight.
Yeah.
So we don't know how long.
Now we could probably make it like through this next section, but if the whole road looks like this, and
we
then
would
if we got
eventually get stuck.
We'd be really sad.
It's really dark. So we're gonna go try to find somewhere else to camp. We just pulled off on the side of the road.
Dead end road.
It'd be okay. It would have been a really good spot.
So there's a person in the way.
Truck in there. So we had to park on the side of the road.
Alright, we're only gonna be here for like 8 hours or something.
Yeah.
If that, so.
Alright. Good night. Good morning. This is where we woke up. Looks a little dreary in the daylight. Not gonna lie. It's alright. Maggie's getting the tent down. Our tires have so much mud on them from that road that we tried to drive on. And from where we are parked right now. Good work.
For this morning's breakfast, we have some homemade granola. I think this is the Paleo Crunch, right?
Yeah.
And then some almond butter, and some Greek yogurt, and some blueberries. How do you feel about this breakfast?
Pretty excited.
Yeah?
Pretty stoked. Good road breakfast.
Yeah, it is a good road breakfast. Only 10.5 hours to go.
We are in Kansas, almost to Colorado, something. It Looks like Kansas.
Kansas!
Is that the Kansas thing you've ever seen?
The Kansas cans you've
Look
ever
at this
seen.
view. This is our lunch spot.
I'm so happy that we have an indoor food prep setup.
The lives have improved measurably.
Yeah.
Measurably?
Measurably?
I think measurably. So is immeasurably like so big you can't measure it, or so small that you can't measure it? Okay.
Well, it depends what you were saying.
I was saying
But it's one of the two.
the first one, like, so big.
It has improved so much that it is immeasurable.
Yeah.
I would also say that having cruise control
Yeah.
and air conditioning has really improved our driving
That we're
ability.
using the aircon.
Ooh, your gloved hands looking really good
Can
still.
we stop making fun of me for this? When can we stop making fun of me for this?
Possibly never.
I have to go, like, I need, like, long sleeve shirts. Walk around with long sleeve shirts and no gloves.
And no gloves. So what are you making?
Gonna make you some sandwiches.
Yes, I love
And then I was
sandwiches.
gonna eat the rest of this rice and some sweet potato.
So basically, I'm having yesterday's lunch, and you're having yesterday's dinner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Perfect.
We are big fans of the rice bowl here. I especially am a fan of the rice salad bowl. We've got salad, rice on the bottom, salad, the green stuff, and then I add a bunch of veggies and probably some turkey for protein. Mackie's a big fan of the sandwich.
Yes.
These are all of our second choices after burritos, obviously, but we're in Kansas, so
Someone's gonna tell us there's a good burrito place in Kansas.
there probably is. I'm sure there
I'm
is,
sure
but
there
we're
is, too.
like literally in the middle of nowhere.
We're also eating out of our cooler, which is a very effective way of making time because
And not spending money.
and not spending money.
Exactly.
Two of our priorities.
Delicious, nutritious, expeditious,
We need to come up with
And-
something that's
factitious.
that sounds like judicious, but it's like it means
Fiscalicious.
fiscalicious. There we go. And
If we make
fiscalicious.
a cookbook of like cheap food, can we call it fiscalicious?
Fiscalicious. I
Or
think
that sounds like it would involve fish, though.
no, then it would be fishgalicious. Fishgalicious.
Just say that 10 times fast.
Fishgalicious. Fishgalicious. Fish.
The key to a good, like, if you're gonna eat salad or like a salad rice thing as a meal, the key to making that enough food is like putting condiments on your salad.
Also making it delicious.
Like a ton
Dollop
of
of hummus.
And Jesus, all I want to use things. Do an entire half of an avocado. Get a lot of good like fats and yummy stuff. So you want your protein and your fats.
Do you want some red pepper eggplant
Yeah.
sauce?
Some eggplant, whatever. This stuff is from Trader Joe's. It's basically crack cocaine with eggplant. Seriously good.
Crack cocaine mixed with eggplant. You cut up a sweet potato for me? I'm putting sweet potato on my sandwiches, guys. Is that weird?
Yeah, but
That's okay.
not necessarily bad. I mean, it's
Just weird.
Carb on carb on carb, which we know. We're a
You
fan.
know how Syd feels about carbs on carbs.
I don't feel bad about carbs on carbs. I just feel weird about sweet potatoes and bread or potatoes and pasta. These are arguments that we've had.
Yes, I have no such
I
qualms.
don't have a problem with potatoes and rice, obviously, so it's totally hypocritical.
At least you realize it.
Yeah. I'm pretty self-aware.
My sandwich is getting very colorful already.
It's a sweet potato sandwich, yo.
With turkey and free cheese.
Get your government cheese in your van down by the river.
Government cheese van down by the river.
Why don't they? It's like. Do you want a half more on
No,
each
that's
one
good.
of those?
My sandwich is looking very orange and red.
You forgot the avocado. That's the problem.
Well, first add the tomato, because then it'll be really orange and red.
Sorry, these just got really imbalanced. We should have cut up both tomatoes, but we.
That's okay. All right, now the avocado to add some green and probably some espinakis.
You gotta have colorful. That's like a food thing, a health thing that I read once, and because it aligned with what I believed already, I really liked it. But
It ingrained itself.
know that you should eat a wide variety of colors of food. I feel like that's really achievable Okay, this is a terrible idea, putting the avocado on top of the cheese.
It was a terrible idea.
Out. It's gonna be like an avocado
avalanche.
Yeah, like tectonic plates running together. How on earth are you gonna eat these?
With gusto. We're 3 hours and 38 minutes away from Taos. According to the weather, we may be running into some snow here in the potential near future. Those clouds are looking pretty gray, but nothing looks too threatening yet. So we'll cross our fingers for a dry rest of the drive.
But we don't eat out much, but when we do, we find the smallest, dinkiest Mexican restaurant. Got some burritos. Pretty exciting. It's always a good day when you can get fast, quick, handheld burritos. Pretty good looking burrito. We are in Fort Garland, Colorado. We're about 2 hours from home. It's dark.
And snowing.
It's late. It's starting to snow. Our burritos that we got earlier were not big enough. So now we're having a massive fight over what we should eat.
I'm not sure a massive fight is quite the appropriate way of describing it.
A large disagreement.
A large disagreement. Here, this is what happened. I said, Syd, what do you want to eat? Because the place that we were going to eat, Dell's Diner, is closed. And she said, there's a steak place and a pizza place, and I don't want either of them.
Yeah.
And I said, well, are you hungry? And she said, yes. And I said, well, then which one do you want? And she said, I don't want either of them. And then I decided that we were in big trouble.
That's not what happened at all.
Let's hear your version.
What happened is Macky was sitting over there staring at me, giving me a look that was full of guilt trip.
Fear.
Because I was the one who changed the plan because we were going to go grocery shopping and get more food. But I thought, oh, we'll just go and we'll pick up burritos and we'll get burritos for tomorrow too. But then we did that too early and we ate our burritos at like 4:30 p.m. So now it is 7:30 p.m. and we are hungry again.
There was no blaming in my look at her. It was fear. It was a look of fear. No. I was afraid that if Syd didn't get fed...
he said, what do you want to eat? And I said, I don't care. I'm going to be easy about this. And then he said, how about pizza? But we had already discussed that we didn't want pizza. No, so I was like, no, I don't want pizza. I don't even really like pizza unless it's good. And that's why I said...
That's why I asked you in the first place what you wanted to eat, because you have stronger opinions than I do.
I'm like recording the ground.
That's why I said, what do you want to eat?
Okay, alright, whatever.
So where are we going?
I don't know. We're going to that restaurant over there that has all the things.
Alright, good plan.
Yeah, when all your options are gone.
I'm not sure that's quite what they were implying. You guys know what this is? This is a Navajo taco. Underneath all of this amazingness is a sopapilla, like a fry bread, smothered in green chili and delicious things.
And I just got some green chili with tortillas because I'm going to help Macky with that monstrosity. We might have underestimated the All Gone restaurant.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Stuck with the classics, which I think was good.
That's important.
Safe.
Yes.
And very good green chili, so thumbs up. Let's get back on the road and try to beat this storm.
Back on the road.
Yeah, we found the snow.
We found the snow, and it's blowing sideways.
This wind is nuts. Are you having trouble?
No, it's doing alright.
I don't think I've ever seen snow quite this intensely sideways.
Are you ready? When this car goes by, we'll turn on the light bar, and then we'll really see some snow. There's some snow.
This is really crazy. None of the snow is sticking to the ground, but it's like...
No, it's not piling up at all. It's just blowing ferociously.
Completely sideways. You're completely into us.
Forward, backwards. What direction would we call this?
No, it's crazy. So far, this 6 to 8 inches of snow not materializing, but
Blowing
some of
snow.
the worst like visibility we've ever driven in. Like, you can't. It's like your brain can't process all these little confetti things. So
It's like the video's getting overloaded by confetti or snow.
yeah, Macky's doing a very good job. We are creeping along, trying.
Apparently there's a stop sign up here.
It's right here. I can see it.
That's good. I
Yeah.
can see it too.
There it is. They're like minutes away. At least here we could walk
That's
to the
true.
house, but we do really need to park the van.
Yeah, not in the middle of the road.
This is actually fine. Going up the last road was a little sketchy because we could literally see nothing, but now that we're in the trees, the snow has cleared out a little bit, and now we just also have snow on the ground.
Oh, those are some snow drifts, y'all.
Yeah, they've had some snow here apparently. That was like a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie. It was like, how are you doing?
Good.
I couldn't see anything at all. But we made it.
It was just really crazy, like my brain trying to process so many flakes of snow.
Yeah.
That was a new, like, I've had bad snow
There
conditions.
were like foggy snow conditions, but this wasn't foggy. It was just like
No, it was just, there was
so much
and it was just
snow
moving in a
coming
weird way.
sideways and twisting around. And
Yeah,
wow.
Okay.
Anyway,
we made it.
we made it. We are gonna go to sleep. We will touch base in the morning, like exciting stuff. Maybe. I don't know what's going on.
Bedtime.
Yeah, good night. So here we are back in the land of enchantment.
Yep.
New
And
Mexico.
green chili.
Land of enchantment and green chili.
Yep. We are staying at my parents' house. This is generally sort of where we hang out during the this is where we bounce through during the race summer because this is where our address
Yeah,
is.
this is our mailing address.
Yep.
If anyone has spent serious time in a van, you know that one of the biggest hassles is getting packages and stuff. So we end up coming back to New Mexico for an extended period of time, a few times a year, usually when it is time to build bikes. And we are about to start bike building round 2.
Very exciting. As you guys saw, we built up the new bikes from Janus. Now we are going to unbuild those so that we can build them up with Shimano XTR. Because we are Shimano athletes, and the new XTR has just landed.
Pretty excited.
Very excited. We just went and picked up like a bajillion boxes.
We will be here in New Mexico focusing on building bikes and other sort of logistical prep before we start the season. We won't be riding a ton on trails because there's still about 1.5 feet of snow here, and
Anywhere that there's not snow, there's mud.
But we do have some other exciting activities planned, so you guys should stay tuned. Bike building videos, exciting
Cross-training videos.
cross-training activities, and then we are going to Moab for our next race,
Which I'm very excited about.
which we're pretty excited about.
I love
so
Moab.
thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed, hit that button wherever it's at, and stay tuned for cool stuff in the pipeline.
And until next time, don't forget
To be more awesome.